Hello there, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Khadija Hussain. I'm a practicing Muslim with autism and other learning disabilities. So this is going to be the last part of my life story. Okay. Coming back to England and enrolling for college, I returned from Pakistan in the 18th of September after the college year and enrollment day. When I got back to college, when I got back to England, I had a rest for a day. The day after, I went to Luton Sixth Form College to enroll to do level two health and social care. When we got to Luton Sixth Form College, I asked the leader of the SEN department. She said that the spaces were full with the waiting list. I enrolled from to Barnfield College to do childcare. I got enrolled. The first year of college was amazing, but I did have its ups and downs. I volunteered for a nursery and enjoyed it. I struggled to keep up with the workload of childcare, so a month later, in October, I was moved down from level two childcare to level one in care. I made lots of friends over there. Some of the students said half the class don't even like me because of how much I talked about my autism. I made a really good friend. One time when my main teacher was away for a long time, and the cover teacher kept on telling me to get some stubborn students to come to the class. The students were stubborn, and when I told her to go to class for the teacher, she said we would be doing the same thing over and over again. We volunteered for an event for elderly house where my teacher had previously worked in, and I got to get the same student again. She was making sounds like she's being chased by a criminal. She said that the gap teacher was scary, that's why she didn't want to come. I got really mad at her and stressed that I was being made to chase stubborn students up. She started to laugh at me though, and she said that I should not have come, but to get another student to come. Then she would listen, which actually made me really frustrated. The second year of college, in the second year of college, I did health and social care, and there was a lot of drama and struggles with assignment work and mental health. The first drama that happened in class was a girl in my class in the same class as I was last year was being racist to another new girl. The two girls were arguing. One of them told the other girl to go back home to Bangladesh, by the way. And yeah. Later on that day, after college, I was talking to another one of my friends on WhatsApp and told her twin sister is quite symptomatic of triple X syndrome, which, thinking about it now, it could have been me that misdiagnosing her. When it happened, she got quite offended. I felt horrible about it. I kept getting self-harm thoughts, like to bang my head in the wall or to stab myself with a pen initially, but it calmed down after a while. I also got horrible thoughts that said, I'm a horrible friend. They're not going to be friends with me anymore. They are not going to talk to me anymore. At times, I got thoughts saying that I should not even make friends at all. I knew that I had to say sorry to them, but I could not do it until the next Wednesday because that's when I next saw them and we had a college. I got intrusive thoughts before the next Wednesday to turn myself into student support and get myself in trouble, but it to me is the severity of turning myself into the police. When I said sorry to them, when we got back to college, they forgave me. I was struggling with two assignments because I did not get one-to-one support in my class that I needed because of my health and education plan. I was struggling with infection control and human growth and development, which was the same teacher, by the way. My teacher was not making sense in any of the comments, and she put either. Most of them had to do with SPAG, but they were a rule that she had, but no other teacher used, and she just magically expected me to know them. She told me, and she told me that she told me a lot of times, but she didn't, which is basically like a brackets rule to alter the original with the new one, which made zero sense to me. He did not tell me about the rule until she sent my assignment back to me three times and showed me how much my assignment did not make sense to the whole class. She told me to get extra support from other teachers, but not herself. She even got one of my teachers to get out of a break in in that teacher's class who was struggling with to help me with that teacher's assignment and not that teacher herself. There was another argument between a girl and a guy of color that I got kind of involved in, and I accidentally gave a false witness. A girl in my class was thinking that a guy of color in her class was staring at her and making her comfortable. I came to the class and as the argument was getting kind of heated, and the guy said crazy. When the teacher came in, the girl told the teacher he called me crazy, and Khadija heard. That made me think that he said she's crazy. The guy left the class. The teacher yelled at me because I made a false witness, which she thought it was by purpose, but it was by mistake. And he was going to tell student support, and we were being racist to him. That made me remember my trauma with being bullied at junior school. The teacher left the class for some reason, and I just broke into tears. Later on that week, the same teacher was talking to me. She said that she knows I have the best intentions in mind, but I misplaced them. She also said that people put a smile on their face when I talk, but when they talk, but they don't mean it. They would get their friends to stand up for them, but not stand up for you. She also asked me, how do you feel if you got somebody victimized you? And I don't know how to imagine it. I had to remember it. I had to remember the helplessness. I had to remember the feeling of being trapped. Reaching out for therapy. The drama and stress of the second year was just too much for me, so I tried to get therapy. A referral is made to total well-being. When I did the assignment, they said that I would have to do a high intensity cognitive behavior therapy with symptoms of severe anxiety and moderate to severe symptoms of low mood, which is kind of like depression, but it's not. I don't think it's as severe. It just means like you're bored of like sleep and eating and stuff like that. I got referred to CAMS because I was 17 at the time, but because of my age, this is where all the drama comes in. I was rejected and referred back to total well-being because I'm too close to turning 18. I was referred back to CAMS. I was taken for an assignment. I found out that my feelings were so down. They may also be because of how I've been hyper-focused and been getting into my special interest, which is not really reliable because the therapist took my dad more seriously than me. I ended up being referred back to total well-being. They expected me to have low intensity CPT, which is cognitive behavior therapy. I did get taken in for assignment. I did get referred for medium intensity and physical therapy, which went quite well. But because there have been some issues with my phone, and I accidentally blocked the phone number, thinking it was spam or some random guy trying to call me and chat me up, because that happened fairly recently, and I deleted it from my history. I could not call that number back. And they emailed me several times. They've been trying to get to me, but I didn't answer the call because I thought it was that. But this is the best part of this video: becoming a ambassador. I was given opportunity by student support and my SEN work, my support worker and my SEN and the SEN worker in my college. It was something called the Multi Schools Council. It's a company that helps raise awareness and understanding of SEN and school advising. It is based in Essex, but it reaches for all over East England through online meetings. I joined through the Voices of the East meetings. The organizer of the events was quite impressed with my ideas and thoughts and offered me for ambassador. So I joined the autism group, the mental health group, the education group, the discrimination group, the employment group, and the Voices of the East group. So that would be the end of my video and the end of the series. Thank you so much for listening to my whole life and how I think it's important that the medical system in particular hears about this and how it can break through the stereotypes and stigma of autism and different kinds of learning disabilities. Thank you so much. Bye bye.